continuing on. So this will be 45 minutes like the previous one. Alright, so I have a feeling we're about to meet, like, we've saw this pig creature wander about every time we turn a corner. I think this is the time when it's going to start getting aggressive, because it was coming for us when we got the fuel. So I think similar to, like, Slender the Arrival with Proxy Charlie, we keep seeing him in the distance and, messing with us, but once we do a certain action, they come for us. So, alright. So there's 2 places to go from here. Okay, no, they're of the same exit at entrance.
Your faith shackles your vision, Professor. It is an iron coffin that keeps you from grasping the future. We require a new deity, one of steam and the wheel, of magnetism and progress. The old god is nothing more than a lamed hog, spitting back offal at mankind.
I don't like the squeals in the distance. I think that's foretelling what I am walking in on. Okay, so 2 doors. And it's also the fact that, you're talking about a machine being your new god, basically. Oh. A crypt clue. A cryptid. Okay. Some kind of mechanism. A secret, infernal one, no doubt. The missing candlestick is clearly the answer, but why? This I cannot fathom. Why hide secret machines in a place of prayer? And where are the faithful? Why are there drag marks from the altar as if someone was pulled away? Where's these? Okay, so I can see. So I'm looking for a candle to put on that left side. Yeah, so this reminds me. I'm trying to remember what the thing is. Something like the town holds these pigs in high regard. I don't like that. Father Jeremiah's Journal, October 1st, 1899. They flock to us now, where once I had walked amongst them, to bring salvation into their lives, now drawn by warmth in winter, by the food that Mandus distributes. My church is full, and my charges were saved. He walks amongst them. They almost worship him. He will not allow them to work in his factories, claiming that his workforce was specifically trained for the new machinery he uses. That it would be irresponsible, nay, unethical, to risk such precious lives as he sees here. Oh, dang it. There we go. Okay. As he sees here. A changed man since Mexico, it is to be praised that in the face of such appalling tragedy, and from the confines of his sick bed, as he is often changed to, he conducts one of the greatest and most benevolent charities in all of London, not content from the rise of becoming the dominant food produce business in the land. He distributes his goodwill, his fares to the poor, and they conjurate from his kingdom in gratitude. Okay. So I'm guessing he feeds hybrid or like just human meat that is disposed of from his stuff. A lot of these things are pretty straightforward, so. Okay, this is on. Infernal machinery. The engine fires, the flames are stoked. I hear steam in the walls, vibrations upon the very air. My heart flatters at the prospect of throwing the lever and exposing the workings of this dark contraption. But my children beckon me on, and I cannot fail them. A hellish portal. It appears I have no choice. Thus I descend, and may God have mercy upon my soul. If this is my bedlam, I am to be cast as Matthews. Then I will wear that mantle for the sake of my boys, and face whatever horrors lie beneath the altar. Okay. This is going to be hard because I'm guessing this is where sound.
Listen, Papa. Hold the egg to your ear. You can hear the sea.
Yeah, so if that ain't an occult, like, prayer for a sacrifice, I don't know what it is. So similar to the other game, I'll be calm because I know that while these things can kill me, uh, there is like not that bad of a send back as previous. Okay, so this is where it comes in. So it knows where I am at all times. Got it. Why is it sending me back to the journal? So, into the stoking, pulling cogwheels now. Sneezed into his uh, chirp. When the dust got into his eyes, I began to change more rapidly now. He missed. Okay. So it looks like I don't know, a hobbit or something like. It looks like a human on its hind lane. Uh, you know, it gets down and then when it approaches something, it gets on its hind legs to, uh, go up. Um, Nothing there. Okay, so this is another fueling station. So we got out of there. Not in one piece. Because I got cornered. One second. Up. Cool. Gotcha. Cool. All right.
Water in his shoes. Always the water, and the sparks of the embers of the wheels. It's too bony! It's too damn bony!
Okay, I'm guessing that's where I'm gonna head. That like store looking thing. Oh. Mandas Co. Meat Processing Factory. Okay. So we're going into the factory, I'm guessing. And actually learning about this machine. The Mandas Processing Company. My soul shudders at what I have seen. But at last I have reached the main part of the factory. Now onwards, downwards to find those floodwaters and drain them away like muses. I will cleave the waters and lift my little darlings clear of its vile cradle. I'm guessing the fuel is like a mixture of chemicals and like the blood of these hybrid things. It's cold in here. Come on, close that. Close. Letting the candle heat out. Come on.
These men, Professor, these so-called men of vision, they would shackle the masses to a wheel and turn it till their backs break. All for that opiate, the lure of profit. These fools who lackey them, these priests, these officials, this government. They make pigs of us all.
But what solution, my dear man? How to break a cycle? You cannot simply remove the promise of a better world for these unfortunates. In the workhouses, in the orphanages, the belief in heaven is surely the only succor one can find.
We do not need to wait. We can bring forth paradise now. We can speed the passion. With only a small sacrifice, we can hold the apocalypse. With just a small sacrifice, we can free our shackles and deliver them to paradise now.
I need to take it. I need to take one of my antibacterials. Ugh. All right. Moving on. Piston room. So I thought I had is that this the pig creatures hiding in the shadows will not save me here, because it sniffed me out, and it, like, I could have ran the other way, but it sniffed me around that corner. So I think it was a no way scenario. Okay. So the machinery scares it. I love how I'm, like, running at it. I mean, then again, we're about, what, 4-ish, maybe 3-ish hours in, and we've only got attacked by it once. I prefer to go up.
Hear me, Mandus. I am compromised. Our contacts must be brief and occasional. Beware the wretches who populate this compound. The way you seek is under the pistons. When you meet the saboteur, you will understand everything.
Oh, come on. You're not making no sense. I'm firing the person who made these. There it goes. Alright. October 17th, 1899. Each compartment is integral. Wait. Ergonomically designed with a feed through as one end, so the product naturally settles into a position ready for the stunning arms to connect to the skull. We use the natural static charge built up by the friction of the carts against the belt to build an electrical electronical charge, which is connected within glass vacuum canisters at the sides of the stunning arm mechanisms, and delivered among the stun arms via copper cabling, with observed with the artificial lightning contained within these canisters seems to calm the product further. Post stunning, the line tilts sharply to the vertical, the physics of which tips the stunned product upwards to fall directly into the hook of the bleeding line. The hook, it passes normally through the haunch and thigh of the product. From this point, we dispense from the belt and instead indistinguishate a channeled floor, which creates a funnel allowing blood and byproduct excrements to collect and run to the fluid collection tanks. Okay. Okay. To the basement I go. I like these coil lights. It looks pretty cool. This really feels like that the Mandela catalog meme where I think it was volume 2 or 3 when they first show the intruder, and it's the Mark at age 4 story where it's just like an intruder, and then there's just people like, you see that person at the end of the stairs, get out of my house, man, get out of my house. That's what it feels like. It's just like, you got my children, man, come on, put the fist up, come on. Because this guy is like, he's running toward the very thing that he should be afraid of. So we're going to need to turn on something to get these furnaces going. Oh. Okay. Oh. So. Oh, okay. Now that both furnaces are going. Perfect, a sledgehammer. Pick it up. Pick it up. Okay, so we need, what, 6? Okay. Three isn't working. Okay, so that's working. But we need 6. Right? Danger, no entry to the under pistons where machinery is at rest. Lily's arms are made of steel. Lily's arms are silent. The pistons are silent. The plant is at rest. I must poke the hornet's nest to open my way. I fear the scale of this engines suggest a far greater works than it is visible from the surface. So my friend must be correct in that the larger part of this plant is underground. So we are close to the Thames. No wonder flooding is such a high risk. Okay. Fire and steel. The fires are stoked, assuming the same architect is responsible here as with the chemical plant. I surmise that the centralized control system regulates and operates the pistons. It should be simple matter of finding it and hoping the saboteur relented after simply extinguishing the fires. Cool. Okay, so yeah, someone's following me because all these masks are being left. Stop. Are your... Oh yeah, so they're feral, don't worry. We're at 30, okay. We got about 10-ish minutes. Okay, so this is an area where it is, but what am I supposed to be doing right now? Okay. Danger, exponent, no naked flames. Okay. The descent continues. What did that dark voice instruct me to do? Under the pistons, into the tunnels, onto the bile pumps. But if the doors should be locked, I will have to find another means of descent. I cannot trust him, but my path is set. I shall ignore those noises and snuffling, those shuffling steps below me. I will gather whatever lurks beneath. I will save them. Okay. Oh. April 30th, 1899. The crate arrived this morning, and I had it delivered directly to the workshop. This body is remarkable. Preserved along there is a subtle yet nauseating stench of a damp and rot. It is humanoid in shape, but it has suffered severe skeletal deformity. Remnants of leather straps encase the torso, which is deformed with evidence of substantial muscle mass and displacement. It is difficult to ascertain whether it's unfortunate in the recipient of some barbaros surgery or the born deformed as a attempt to force his gnarled body into some a semblance of humanity was made. But he is, and I cannot tell, but I smell the orb upon him. The orb? Okay. The suspect, my great uncle's presence in his curious condition. So it can be done. He's reshaped the body into a tool. Accelerate the process of Mr. Darwin's evolution. But here, my great uncle and I are part company. He chose men as the subject of his experiments, but his men are difficult to control and rotten with sentimentality. No, we require a creature for our Chantels. Loyal, clever, strong, and easily stated. I'm guessing whomever this is the nephew of the main villain of Dark Descent. Because Dark Descent, he used men to make to try to make creatures of humanity. And he tried to twist what humanity could be. Where here it's just they're using animals. Okay. Chemical transport danger, highly corrosive. Okay. In the nest of eggs, there are puny sixpence sparrows, doves, see all the angels a weeping above. There's no more forgiving, there is no more to save, for today darling Lily goes into her grave. Was I supposed to see something from the vents above? I'm guessing there's no way back up via that way.
Quickly, Mandus. Find the entrance nearby. The children weep in the darkness, and the flood waters continue to rise.
Cool. Okay, sabotage. Bruised and battered, but alive. But I have survived the saboteur's best efforts. He and I are now locked in an epic struggle. But I am driven to find my family. I will prevail. Ignore the madness above me. Do not consider what cruel and unspeakable acts have been committed here. Find the way to the village. Drain the fluid. Free my children. Okay. July 15th, 1899. In order to facilitate simulations of tissue groups, a compound is required or the cells will not bound. Dispel of non-bonded subjects must be immediate. In using incineration, or we risk continuation animation without form. This is unpleasant. I simply compound of 1 part Beerenberg infusion. Okay, so this is, I think right here to this Beerenberg is from the first game. So I'm guessing this is like a sequel to the experiments and stuff. To part 1, Oregon Monad Disperal fluid is insufficient. This is then administered intravenously to subjects following reassemble to maintain bounding. The compound is unstable and highly light reactive. Once into the body, the Schumann lamp can be used to activate the compound. But outside the body is highly corrosive. It is even destroys small quantities of metal. Okay, so we need to find this thing to get. Oh, yep. We need to get a hold of that compound. Maintenance access. There is clearly another passage beyond the locked gate. It seems I have a choice to approach. The padlock is old but firm, and after the fall, I cannot summon the strength to break it open. Perhaps I can find another way, which is to find this compound and lock it. And, melt the lock like I did in the first one. Right here, buddy. You see this? Yes? I don't see an eye for you to squish. Where have the drums gone? Where's the drugs? So, alright. So I'm guessing whomever works here has got to be the person that had those teeth in the drawer. Alright. Let's just go down this real quick. Ooh, a little temple. I like that. Nothing but glasses. The centrifuge. It's some form of bizarre mixing machine for chemical compounds. It is positively reeks of foul fluids I have seen too often before. It is clearly a compound most volatile. Not going to say that of two decomposite ingredients. I should wager I could find them closely by. Okay. So this is the mixing machine to get the compound. Okay. Holding pens. Okay, silence. Do not startle or upset the acquisitions. It's not letting me. I'm guessing the children are. I'll read this letter and then I'll call it. Because it's almost 45 minutes anyways. August 20th, 1899. Took delivery of another batch of imbeciles today. These are the... Okay. I don't know how that is. Sorest specimens of humanity I've ever seen. No one asked where they go to. The authorities of Bedlam are simply happy to reduce the overcrowding of their teeming, stinking halls. We measure their skulls, check their teeth. We give them the thing that I think you healed yourself with to pacify them. They wait in line, livestock, dull brown eyes, filthy skin. Many soil themselves as they wait. Into the manipulator, they file in silence. I hear the hissing of gas. I hear the dull groaning as teeth are removed, as bone are reset. I hear the pigs screaming. We have removed all of the mirrors after the process. It is their reflections that trouble them the most. Afterwards, when they sleep, I walk amongst them. My children, I whisper to their dreams. You are my children now. I have children once again. Your forms imperfect will be engines to make my own blood flow again. Okay. He lost his children somehow, some way. And he's trying to use this to basically do a Frankenstein. But alright, I will see you guys Tuesday on Twitch. And people on YouTube, I'll try my best to get moving and hooving next time to just do an hour. Right now I'm backed up on content because real quick, I'll shut down Twitch. I'll see you guys people on Tuesday. All right. Real quick on YouTube. I've been dealing with an ear infection. I don't know if you guys took notice of it in some of the more recent videos. But basically, for like a week, so it started a week. It dealt me some like hearing problems, and then it turned into a full-on infection. And using home remedies, I was able to get it into existing. I could exist for a little bit, but it was still so annoying. It's still annoying now, but I had to go to an urgent care. They gave me some medications, but however, I really should have those in. I need to take those off my desk. However, that makes it to where, like, a lot of the fluid and stuff stopped happening. It doesn't hurt constantly. Like, every now and again, if, like, a gust of air goes into my ear, it can irritate it. Because it's feeling like when you rub something so raw, the simplest touch annoys it. That's what's happening with my ear. But anyhow, so yeah, it's just because of that, for those few days that I was doing home remedies, I couldn't move. I couldn't do any chores. I couldn't do anything. I skipped out on a stream because of how bad it was. I think I skipped on that entire weekend of streams or something like that. But yeah, it was pretty bad. But now we're kind of getting back into the rhythm of things. Hopefully, I have primary care coming up that I'm hoping makes it to where I can get back on my normal. Because right now it still has fluid every now and again. I could probably, yeah, it's like a little dabble, like right there. That's it. It's like at the very edge of my ear. But um, that's normally about it. And then right now it's like, so you probably seen me during these last two videos do this, and it won't cover this here because this doesn't do anything. That's how bad it is. I tried to put in headphones to listen to music and stuff, and it's like this one I can hear perfectly fine. This sounds like it's in a separate room. It's like you're hearing your neighbors play music. That's how bad it's gotten. But hopefully I can be dealt a better hand coming next week. I am trying to get streaming going. I'm kind of backed up on content right now, so that's why these last two videos have been the 40 minutes instead of an hour because of today I still got to go do Nancy Drew and then record some Resident Evil, so I'm kind of like backed up on content at the moment. Anyhow, that's kind of explanation of why we're short on these last two videos. But anyhow, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.